Yeah, good to be back in Cape Town. I feel like a tourist in my own city, which is good. They always say it's good to be a tourist in Cape Town, so I'm looking forward to the week. We've got a big week coming up tomorrow. We're doing a shoot with Luke. Just before that, we're doing a podcast actually with Martino de Silva. Then we're doing, Thursday, we're doing a shoot with Don Madge, which I'm really excited about as well. And then on Monday, we've also got Fionn Davies and Rosa coming down after their seminar. I might get to roll with them, I'm still not sure. But just having the podcast with them is massive enough. So I'm really looking forward to the week and really happy to be back in Cape Town. So yeah, let's go. I have to get one of these. No, do I? No, I don't. Oh, there we go. This is my favorite. Doesn't look very appetizing, but it's really nice. Alright, thank you. Okay, we're just grabbing a seat because we are waiting for the Uber, so let's wait. Enjoy our coffee. Doesn't look like it's nice, but it's really good. This was my morning routine, bro. When I work, I used to get this every morning. I don't know if it's the healthiest thing for you, but it's nice. Okay guys, Uber's here. We're gonna go to the pickup point where the Uber is. For safety reasons, obviously we're not gonna film outside because anyone that's been to Cape Town International Airport knows exactly what it's like outside. So stay tuned. Can't wait for this week to go off and looking forward to seeing you guys again. Okay, so I just want to finish up my coffee because we are a little bit late. Obviously can't start the morning without coffee. We're going to go to the studio. We're waiting for the Uber to come through. It's unforeseen circumstances. It's been raining a lot today. I see it's cleared up now, luckily. So hopefully we can still do the outdoor activity. If not, we'll have to improvise and change things on the spot. But we're headed to Old Mountain Studios now. Got a podcast at 10 o'clock. Then we're going to come back here. We're going to chill for a little bit, maybe have another coffee, and then we're going to head out to Luke's place at the Performance Institute, film a bunch of things there at Performance Institute. After that, we're going to go to Luke's house, and we're going to have a couple of activities there. And it's going to be a fun day. I just hope the weather holds up, and stay tuned for another action-packed day. We are on our way to the studio. It's going to be my first time in like 6 months. Apparently they did quite a few changes. Yeah, it's just weird being back in Cape Town because now I'm actually traveling for podcasts, which 6 months ago, if you told me that, I would have thought something massive happened or I would have told you you're crazy. So it's actually quite surreal to be doing it, but we're like luckily 5 minutes away. So we 25 minutes before Martino arrives. So it'll be interesting to see the podcast setup that they've got. I hope they still have the brick wall because like that's the classical brick wall that I started out on and everything. So I'm excited, but a little bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie, because I haven't done one of these sit-down podcasts for quite a while actually. The last one was actually Neil, like in 5 months ago. There's nothing to complain about, man. We're in Cape Town. Thank you. Cheers, thank you. Let's go wait till he's open.
Yeah, but I think that's a good place to call it. I really appreciate you coming.
Cool, pleasure. Good to meet you, and to finally be here.
Finally be here, yeah. It's lekker to meet you as well. Much appreciated.
Dude, if you want to come and have a roll with us tomorrow, Thursday night, we've got something called The Kitchen.
Okay.
Which is basically just a bunch of black, brown belts, purple belts, but I'm not sure what belt you are.
Blue belt, yeah.
You're welcome to join.
Thank you.
No, just come have a session with us.
Awesome, thank you so much. Yeah, maybe we're going to go, Benny.
Okay. Benny, you come as well.
Benny just snapped. He just snapped his meniscus.
We'll tape it up, bro.
Yeah, tape it up. Yeah. In jiu-jitsu, if the doctor tells you you're going to be out for like 13 months, you basically just take it as 13 hours. Yeah, just strap it up and go, especially knees. So yeah.
Everyone's got a roller tape. We'll just put it all together.
Oh, that'll be awesome. Thank you so much.
brother. You good, man? Thanks for coming. Appreciate
good
it.
to see you.
Thanks for coming, man. Super excited for this, man. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Good to be back, bro.
Thank you, brother. Thanks for making the time.
Anytime, bro.
Let's do it.
Yeah, dude, it's good to be back at this gym. I haven't been here for a long time. I didn't actually even get a full tour because it was so quick.
Yeah, you're going for the open match.
I came for the open mat. It was just me and another guy I knew. So
Yes.
can we take a cruise
Of
around?
course, yeah,
Tell
of
us a
course.
little bit
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
I see there's photos up on the wall as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
which
yeah.
is
We're
very
trying to
cool.
like, tell a story, especially about my journey in MMA. It's been, as well, the
Yeah,
journey has been
course.
quite a interesting one. Lots of ups and downs. But yeah, I built this place, World Sports Bend and I in 2023. We launched September 14th, 2023. Yeah, and so it's over a year now that we've been operating. Yeah, I'm blessed because I get to train out of my own facility. Obviously, I've got a full strength and conditioning facility over here, squat racks, machines, dumbbells, treadmills, boxing. We do a lot of the boxing, like kickboxing classes over here, on this strip over here.
Belt over there as well.
Yeah, there's a middleweight belt.
Is that the Papanga one? Is that the most recent one? Which
That's the Pupanga one. Okay. The most recent one against Yakuza at home.
Is it at home?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, it's at home.
perfect.
So
Okay,
I
cool.
kept 2 EFCs, not giving me any issues. So
Yeah.
obviously I'm going to keep it.
I think it's time for some coffee. I
Yes.
think you guys have got some
I
good
think,
coffee.
yeah, it's always a good time for coffee.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's go.
let's go.
So one of the things we spoke about, because at Langerbaan you told me there before, before anybody else probably knew besides your like inner circle.
Yeah,
about
not many people know
the
actually.
new manager. I think now still people don't even know.
No, we never really. Well, he made a few stories online and stuff that big things are coming after this fight, but nothing like. We never really put it out there too much. He told me win this belt and big things are coming.
That's Hamza Chimaya's manager, by the way, so that we're talking about
Yeah.
Maji Shamas. How did you guys link up? Like, how did you? I mean, that's a big time manager, but obviously in the sense of like trying to get hold of somebody like that is always.
Yeah.
I've tried with some international managers before, like for the podcast, stupidly or not, but I can never get hold of them.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's obviously a powerful figure in the MMA world, UFC. He's managed a lot of obviously.
Manager.
Hamza Chimaev, in my opinion, the best in the world right now. Honestly, I do believe he's super. He's different.
You can't dispute that.
Yeah,
he's
I can't
up there
dispute
over
that. Yeah.
Robert Whittaker.
No, he can't dispute that, man. Especially what he's done before. His wrestling's phenomenal. But yeah, I actually just reached out on Instagram.
Oh, really?
While I was actually coming back after my injury. Looking to work with managers, and he replied. He watched my JB Kruger fight, sent him the ground and pound. He was like, "Oh, could have been stopped." He gave me some like advice. He told me actually like pass the guard next time. Which is a good point. So I was on JP just with his legs around my body.
Standing in his guard,
Could have
yeah.
just passed his guard, go to mount, and then finish.
Yeah.
So it's a good point. And yeah, we just connected. Like we connected well. Obviously I have loads of respect for the guy. The fact that he's willing to like work with me and help me in this sport. Now I won the belt back. He made a cool post online saying, now big things are coming. Then I told him about the welterweight opportunity. He was like, yeah, can you move between divisions? I said, yeah, I can. If I have to fight middleweight again, I believe I can. I believe I can, and I have the capability to do so. So I'm more than ready for anything.
Most definitely. Right, Luke, we're back at your residence in Fynbos. We're about to go play some paddle, which is behind us.
I'm super excited, man. Let's do it. Let's do this, man. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So whoever wins this point, 2020, whoever wins this point wins the whole thing. So high stakes. Winner of the next point wins, eh?
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Thank you, brother. That was amazing. Thank you, bro. Let's game. Let's game. Let's game. It's actually quite fun.
Yeah. Okay, we are here at the famous Henzo Gracie Academy in Cape Town, Boerkaap. There's the famous place where everybody takes the pictures, up over that side. And there's the entrance over there. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna go and see Martino and probably Desley, and then get choked out a whole bunch of times. So follow me.
This is called the kitchen, Marlon's kitchen.
Nice.
Hey yo, I'm different. Hey, yeah, my comp be adding digits. Hey, I'm different. In my own lane, I'm keeping distance. I'm different. Making meals wild cause you see it different. Got iced out things from Switzerland. Every day I go hard, yeah, I'm different. Money acrobatic doing flips. Even if I pitch on the hand and y'all boys couldn't hit. Double bag money versus zip. I hopped out of the whip, yeah, I'm looking like this. Different, I know they convinced. The way I rap bars is a gift. I don't never quit. I can see the hate in the squint. I can see the gossip and the guilt. Bit on myself.
Watching instructionals, watching a lot of competition, that's where I find the best way to learn is actually watching competitors that you like, because then you can almost start mimicking their style. And then you can almost kind of see yourself playing that style. And then the more you do that, the more you watch them, you almost start flowing into their movements, the smaller things, and it's almost like a bit of a, you start manifesting that style.
Like the strike power outage, the day I was born, I was making a beast. Walked there with my fingers all twitched up, cause I came here in peace. I knew I was different, the weight on my shoulder, I carried that burden with ease.
You know, with the cool thing with jiu-jitsu is obviously the better you get, the more you can actually teach yourself. You know, the more you understand the fine tuning, and the more you practice it, the more you'll know what to do, what not to do.
Got a master, I'm a king. Can't stress me on checkers or chess.
I don't know if I'm able to say anything now.
Okay guys, yeah, what a session. It was just like an hour of solid rolling. I had a few rest rounds, but yeah, what an experience. The heat is on in the kitchen. I didn't know if I was going to be able to stand the heat there for a second, but yeah, I pushed through. I'm not going to lie, I don't know if you got any of the shots, but of me, like I was at that point where it's like, do I drink water because I'm thirsty? But if I do drink water, I'm probably going to throw up. So I haven't felt like that in a very long time. Very cool, awesome experience. Everyone's really cool. Like super camaraderie between everybody, and no egos, the way it should be. Old school jiu-jitsu, high belts on the mat. You got to kind of have them call you on the mat. I really, really enjoyed that. We hope you guys enjoyed the agony I got put through. And yeah, we'll see you for some more, hopefully tomorrow at MadFit. I might get to roll with Don and everybody, so stay tuned for that one. What's up, Don?
How you doing, bro?
Like, can you?
Nice to see you.
You too. Yeah, good to be here, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
That's my first time here, man. So I know we spoke about it on the podcast last time.
Yeah.
It'd be good to take a look around. Can we go have a look and see what it looks like?
Let's go check it out.
Sweet. First thing I wanted to ask you about,
Yeah.
Mayweather and Khabib. What was the sort of inspiration behind it? What's the meaning? Because we see it everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, so we kind of thought, like, we have the artist Chaz Williams, who's like a very, very well-known artist here in South Africa, and he's been like a long-time supporter of MadFit, and he's been training here for a long time. And we thought, like, okay, we do MMA and we do boxing predominantly, you know, and obviously Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and all that. But MMA and boxing is like our two main focuses. And we're like, okay, who are the two best guys that we can think of? The two greatest guys. And we're like, okay, Habib, of course, undefeated, and Floyd, undefeated. Why not make them? What happens if they would fight?
Yeah. Well, if they fought, I mean, Habib would smash them, but if they box, but yeah.
If they
and
box,
there's similar weight classes as well,
exactly.
you know,
so I was like, that we got to do that. We wanted to put Floyd somewhere, and then I was like, well, we have to have Habib somewhere.
That's
awesome. It was a toss-up between Habib and Conor, and I was like, no, you got to.
We've seen Conor already against him, so
exactly.
it's like, yeah, that's super cool, man.
The gym still got like a long way to go, but we are slowly building. You know, we started from fucking scratch. We started like in a little tiny studio.
Yeah.
And we had like nothing. We just had like a couple pads and shit. So like, we just slowly been adding.
This is proper, man. This
Yeah.
is proper. All right, I want to go see that cage, so let's go have a look. Let's go to that side. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff you guys need, man. Like, people need this because you need to have that feeling of being in a cage and...
Yeah, so I mean, it's quite small. It's just a training cage, but like you say, you know, it's the environment. You know, you get used to that environment of being... Like, once you hear that door close, like, something changes in your mind, you know? Like, I always say, like, once you hear that lock, ting, you know, it's real.
It feels like this thing's pressing you down as well because the roof is so close and everything, man. This is sick.
Yeah.
But now, the last time we spoke, it was like just after your injury, or just, I think you'd just started recovering.
Yes.
And you were talking about when the next fight was going to be. We didn't know when it was.
Yeah.
And then obviously the news came out that you were going to be in the tournament.
Yes.
How were you feeling going back into fighting? And then, you know, how obviously the two fights that you had in PFL, you know, how were you feeling in each of those?
Yeah, man. I mean, like, it was always in my mind, like, okay, if I can't get through another tournament, then like there's no point in competing anymore, you know? So I was like, I gotta have one more bash at this tournament. So yeah, everything was like, all preparation, everything was fine. I got injured pretty badly in March, the month before I fought Brennan Ward.
Oh, already before?
Yeah. I'd torn the cartilage in my sternum, like that attaches to the rib.
Really?
I was wrestling and I landed like pretty ugly on a knee and it just popped out. And so I didn't do any contact for like 5.5 weeks before fighting him. So I didn't spar, I didn't grapple, I just like kind of hit pads and like just stayed in shape. And I just kind of made it to the fight, and thank goodness the fight was only like 2 minutes long.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, like I probably would have had like a problem.
What does it feel like? Like when you how it's hard to breathe? It's just hard to do anything.
It's hard to breathe, and it feels like if you have any weights like on your chest, it like goes through your back, and so like you can't take deep breaths.
Yeah.
So you gas, you get tired.
And of course, if someone's on top of you, or you guys are in a clinch,
no, clinch is the worst because like every time you rotate, you have to like brace.
Yeah.
And then like that pressure is like really, really tough. And the worst part is that like as you try to train through it, it refers, and you get like neck pain and you get lower back pain. It's just like keeps spiraling out of control. And then like so I made it through that fight, and then obviously you'd have a really quick turnaround. So I had like 7 weeks to train for the next fight, and so I was just kind of try to get through that training camp. And
Did you feel any worse after the fight, or did you feel kind of the same after that fight?
I felt okay because, you know, like the week of your fight, you kind of taper, you don't really do that much contact, and then you have the fight, and I took a week off. So like I was feeling okay, and then I came back to training, and I was like taking it easy. It wasn't like crazy training. I was just trying to like manage it as best as I could, and you know, the camp was okay. It was fine. There was no major issues in terms of like pain or injury. And then fucking like everything was fine. And then first minutes into that fight, like we got into our first like grappling exchange, and I just felt to do the same thing where it just like popped off, and I was like, fuck. And then the problem is like it's in your head now.
I was gonna ask you mentally how you then, because
no, like everything just goes out the window. You just think, all you're thinking about is like, if I get taken down, I'm not gonna be able to breathe.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay down.
Did you almost end on a heel hook on him in the first round?
And it's so frustrating because he said afterwards, he came up to me and he was like, "But that heel hook was like this close."
I know.
And the reason I let it go is because my coach Rich was like, "Use this to get on top, use this to get on top." So I was like, "You listen to your corners, I like, let it go." But then after he told me that, I was like, "Fuck, I should have tried to finish him."
Dude, I was losing my shit because I was like, he's literally going to heel hook a Gracie.
Yeah, it was on. I could feel it was on.
Because I thought it was like that they don't tap, you know, because a lot of Brazilians don't tap.
Yeah.
For heel hooks specifically.
I don't think he would have.
Yeah.
I probably would have had to break it, but it would have broken for sure. I
Dude,
could
that
feel
was
it was
so
tight.
deep on there.
I could feel it was tight.
All right, okay. I think it's time for us to go hit a strength and conditioning session,
go.
which I'm looking forward to and dreading at the same time.
Let's go.
But yeah, let's go, man.
Sick.
These are going to expose me.
Let's go! Big red suit! Let's go! That bicep vein looks like it's about to explode, dude.
Oh, feels like.
It's got a hose pipe on his bicep.
I'm starting to get the feeling of coming in the gym and then in the.
You have to do the bicep, the tricep, the chest.
It's like I'm inflating with a pump, you see? Welcome to
V-ups. Good job.
another episode of Suffering
Well, I'll
with
show you
Vern.
guys now.
Righty.
Let's go. Rep.
I was just saying this. Weakness. Leaving the body. But you see how it stays? It doesn't want to go, it just stays here. Yeah, okay, so
Good shit, dude. Well done.
I swear this is like a torture week. But it's good. It's always like those workouts where when you're in it, you want to give up.
No?
But one, you can't give up in front of someone like
Casual.
God.
You have to be
And
casual.
two, you just gotta push through, man. If you throw up, you throw up. If you just do half reps, at least you do something. Because like now, I feel amazing. I don't have the best workout. It was hard. I didn't finish some of the reps, or like half, but it's done. The hard work's on the floor. And you look back, you can feel proud that you made it. So hope you guys enjoyed that torture. Maybe there'll be more. I don't know yet.
So after the conversation with your wife about retiring, you've got to have a conversation with PFL, obviously. How did they react, and how did that conversation go about retiring?
Yeah, so once I'd made the decision to pull out of the playoffs, I spoke to my manager Tim and I said, look, like realistically, I'm not going to continue with MMA. I'm gonna call it a day on MMA. There's no point in me keep doing this cycle of like getting like a bit of momentum and then getting injured and having to take time off. And so, you know, my plan was always to retire at 35, and I retired at 34 just because of circumstance. And I was just like, you know, let's call it a day. I have other things I've got like the opportunity to focus on, like my business, my family. I've got all these other things that I'm doing outside of fighting that actually require a lot of attention.
Yeah, definitely.
So I had to just make the call. I think it's like I've always said, like I'm never gonna stick around forever. Like I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna be that guy that just keeps trying to chase to be like this person, you know, trying to chase being the magic man. Like that's not what I've ever wanted to do. And I find it like really sad when you see fighters doing that. I think it's like it's upsetting. You see guys that are like legends and then they just kind of like fade off, and it's just like ugh.
And people always remember that.
Guys always remember the end of your career. They don't remember the prime. They remember the end. So like if you can end nearest to your prime, that's that's what you want to do. You don't want to wait until you're like a has-been.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to ever like look at myself and be like, oh fuck, you fought too long. So I just made the decision, and I think I'm happy with what I've done.
And the PFL, they were happy, or
PFL were cool. They were like super cool. Like obviously they were bummed that I wasn't going to be in the tournament anymore, in the playoffs. But they obviously understood. Like I didn't want to go there, and I said like that's my exact words. Like I don't want to go and have another shit performance, and it like looks bad on you guys. It looks bad on me. It looks bad on everyone. Like I'd rather say no, I'm not going to do it, and give someone else an opportunity to try.
Yeah. It'd be worse for them to actually have it go.
Yeah.
Like when you're injured and you
can see something's wrong.
Yeah. Like I said, you could see it after round two straight away.
Every single person like messaged me saying like, what was wrong? Like like something looked wrong, and I was like, well, yeah, there was something wrong.
And now, so transitioning now to life after fighting. Obviously, you got the business, you got the gym and everything. Is that going to be and your family, of course, is that going to be the majority of your time? Or are you going to maybe transition? Because I know you said you were trying to go for a Jiu-Jitsu world title as well. Are you going to transition into something else?
Yeah, I mean, I've got a couple ideas of what I'm going to do. Jiu-Jitsu is definitely one of them. I've got a couple other things lined up, which I can't speak about just yet.
Okay, cool.
But pretty soon, like, we're going to make some announcements, and there's going to be a lot. I'm still going to be competing, basically.
Yeah.
Just not in MMA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, man, I want to ask you, I want to ask about kickboxing, I want to ask about boxing, but okay, yeah. So you can't get into too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, into too much there. Okay.
But we're definitely I'm still going to be competing.
Don, thank you so much, as always.
Thank you,
it's been a pleasure. Thank you for having us.
No, always.
And yeah, all the best for the future ventures, man. It's always cool to chat to you, and been on the podcast a bunch of times, so now it's good to have you on this format.
Thank you.
And yeah, we're looking forward to seeing what's going to happen in the future.
Yeah, exciting times.
This industry is not just people punching each other in the face and kicking each other in the head, Yeah, they're professional athletes, they're killers, if you want to use that word. But I mean, they get their own stories outside of fighting. Their own stories of perseverance or like overcoming, not just in the fight game, but like outside the fight game, starting businesses, having families, balancing work and life. Like, it's problems that everybody has, but you might just see the success of everybody, in the fight game and the highs and lows in the cage, but it's like these things translate to outside of the cage. So it's really cool to just know that they're also normal people in their everyday life. You just don't go looking for trouble with anyone with the cauliflower ear, you know what I mean? So yeah, but normal people, cool people, everybody I meet in this, like in MMA, combat sports, jiu-jitsu, whatever it is, nicest people, I've always said it, throughout the years, coolest people you'll meet, down to earth, humble, always welcoming, always want to invite. Like, I'm fortunate, this week I've been able to train at Henzo. If I went to I'm mad fit now. I mean, if I went to the northern suburbs, people always open their gyms. It's really, really cool. I'm gonna get a chance to train later in the week as well, with Fionn and them. And I think that's what this industry is about, like when I first started, and I call it an industry, but just this world like of MMA and combat sports is like, when I first entered this world, that's what it was like. You were forced to be like that. Like, gyms would collaborate, gyms would, there wasn't so much politics. I understand there's businesses involved in stuff. And the politicking thing's not been my experience, but I know a lot of people go on about it. But that's what it was like, People just wanted to share knowledge. People just wanted to get together. It was just a fun thing that people do. And people still do it, but like, obviously, there's other factors that come into it now. But like, I'm trying to hopefully, through all of this, one, bring attention to gyms and stuff, but also two, just be like, show, you can just go and be like, hey man, can I come train at MadFit? Can I come train here? Can I come train there? And most of the time, people will say yes. So people mustn't be scared. Like, you can't just go train in another gym. You can't approach these people or anything like that. I mean, they're normal people at the end of the day. So hopefully you guys can see that on this series and in these videos and in the podcasts and stuff. And yeah, man, put a human element to everything. I know the fighters don't necessarily want that while they're fighting, but yeah, they're just regular people, most of them, outside the octagon. So we just wrapped up everything, the shoot. We got our content in the end as well. So after the interviews and the training and stuff, rough day. I'm again starting to think that this is becoming like a Punish Vern series. So comment if you want that down below. I'm joking, don't. Or do, I don't know. We'll keep it within reason. But yeah, it was really, really fun. Always good to see Don. He's been on my podcast the most, I think, of everybody. So it's cool to get this. And yeah, I mean, guys, stay tuned for that episode. We'll obviously let everybody know on all the socials, and we're going to make it look really, really cool.
Just tell us who you are. Where you from?
My name's Gennaro. I'm from Joburg.
So nice to meet you. What you doing in Cape Town? Just on holiday or?
Visiting family.
Okay, nice. All right, cool. All right, so we're going to start easy. Who is that?
That is Drickus.
Drickus. Okay, perfect. All right, 1 out of 1. This one is medium. Who's that? She's not a fighter, but a personality.
I have no idea.
Okay, Nina Drama. Wait, do you want to try another one?
Yeah, sure.
We'll give you a second chance on it. Who's that?
Oh, man.
He just fought now against Taporia.
Oh, man. The name's on the tip of my tongue.
Right.
From Hawaii.
I have no idea.
Max Holloway.
Oh, Maxwell.
Max Holloway, yeah. You see, you know it. It's just hard to get it, yeah. All right, thank you very much. Appreciate it. So first off, what's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Marco from Cape Town.
Nice to meet you, Marco. Okay, so 3 fighters. You have to get all 3 correct. And if you get all 3 correct, you win $300. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. First fighter, we'll start it easy. Who is that?
It's Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor, nice. You got it right. Okay, cool. 1 out of 1. Okay, second fighter is, who's this? He just fought Drickus. Yeah?
Adesanya.
Israel Adesanya, nice. Okay. The last question, that's a hard one. No one's got 3 out of 3 yet, so. Who is this?
Got him! Yeah, but I don't know.
Do you want to take a guess?
Adam.
Joshua Van. 2 out of 3, man. That's what you're one of the best ones so far today. Shot, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Find your winner.
Introduce yourself, please, man. What's your name? Where you from?
I'm Noah Hendricks and I'm from Cape Town.
Nice. And you?
Yeah, I'm Thomas Leach. I'm also from Cape Town.
Nice. Okay. It's UFC questions. So you guys UFC fans?
Not really, like, yeah.
It's just naming the fighters. Like, do you know, like, some fighters? What are some of the fighters you guys know?
I know
How's it, Conor?
Conor McGregor, Khabib.
All the popular guys.
Okay, the popular guys. Okay, so we'll start off easy. You guys already said Conor, so I can't put that there. But one of his opponents, do you know who that is?
What's his name again? I've seen him before.
Nathan. No?
Are you on the right track?
He's a guy like slaps you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nathan.
I can't remember now.
It's easy, Oaks. You got their first name right.
Yeah, Nathan.
And then his second name starts with a D. Spanish surname. It's easy, Oaks.
No, I can't remember.
No, man. Okay, let's try another one. I'll give you guys another chance. Nate Diaz. Yeah, it was there. Okay, another one of Conor's opponents. Who's this? He literally just fought now. He lost, unfortunately, but yeah.
That's so bad.
I know him because he always chooses that he's like the best boxer and something like that.
Yeah. What's his first name?
Max.
Yeah, Max Holloway. Nice. Okay. Who is that?
That's Khabib's brother.
No, it's not.
No. You're thinking of his training partner.
Oh, yeah.
He might fight Drickus next.
Their surnames are so complicated.
You can just give me a first name. If you can get the first name, I'll give it to you.
I don't know.
Khamzat Chimaev. Yeah. All right. Cool, guys. Sorry. Thank you. Thanks. Appreciate it, guys. Cheers. My shirt's the wrong way around.
What's your name?
Jen.
Sadner. Nice to meet you. I always see other people do it, and now it's like you can get all the details and stuff of it. And it's nice that we're getting to play this position, because I never play this position in gi or no gi. So it's always like these finer details that you think you know what you're doing, but you don't know what you're doing until you learn these finer details. It's really good. So hopefully I get a chance to practice this. That's what it's all about. It's like practicing it afterwards. Man, I swear, I'm gonna go sit in the corner over there because it's so hot in this corner. Like, check me. It's so nice and breezy that side. So, yeah, I think obviously world champions for a reason, and amazing to have the opportunity to have them in South Africa, and then not just that, be part of a seminar, and then something I never do. So, yeah, really fortunate, really fortunate. Now we roll. If we were the same size or remotely close, I'd have probably got subbed like 8 times. Honestly, what the fuck? But I think European or world champion purple belt. There's a world champion blue belt here somewhere, and then a world champion black belt. So dude, that armbar was deep. I was just too strong. Honestly, I didn't even like skill out of it. I just powered out of it. Just, I mean, that there, the guy in the yellow is like a South African level competitor. And there we go again. There she goes on and on bar again. Mental. So skillful. I don't smash these guys. I don't smash these guys, brother. They smash me, brother. For the rest of the week? Are you the whole week?
I'm gonna see you later, yeah.
Are you also coming to the studio? Sweet, okay, cool. Check you later. Alright guys, I wrapped up our seminar with Theon Davies and Rosa Walsh. Got a couple of rolls in at the end. First of all, actually, what a seminar. Reverse Telehiva guard, something I never play because I don't have the flexibility. But the arm drag concept is really happy to be able to do that. Very fortunate. Thanks again to everyone at AfriRoll Escapes. Go check them out. Link is in the description. It was really cool to be able to roll as well. Give it a try. I got to roll with Monique van Staden, who's an absolute beast. I mean, if we were even remotely the same strength, I would have probably been tapped out a bunch of times. So good, and I see why she's one of the best competitors in the country and actually really in the world at her belt. Yeah, I'm just really fortunate once again. It's been a couple of good seminars and good rolls in this week, and it's a good way to wrap up this week. We're not done yet though. We're about to do the podcast, and we're about an hour and a half away. We're gonna go home, shower, get ready. As you can see, I don't look too fresh right now. I'm gonna go shower, put our makeup on and do all of that kind of stuff, and then we'll see you guys at the studio. Cheers guys.
Learned any slang, so we were like, because I said to him, I was like, I only know, everybody knows.
I'm so ready for it.
I was like, you can say that if you want.
What's that?
Yeah, you can say it. Worst case, they might beep it out, but I mean, I'm not.
Who would be playing?
But anyways, tell me how. We'll segue into the start of everything. No, but like, how's your time been in South Africa so far?
It's been lekker.
So this is available in the UK as well. It's called Repower is the one in the UK, but there's a t-shirt for you as well.
Thank you. That's so sweet.
And then also for Rosa, the same. All right, I think we're going to head off. Matt, appreciate it, brother. See you. Keep well till the next time we come in. Old Mountain Studios, if you guys are in Cape Town, check them out. Maybe we'll put something in the description. Of course we will. We always do. So, yeah, check them out. Ask for Matt. So, yeah. Good to see you, bro. We'll see you again, man. Cheers. Yeah, double greet always, bro. Sweet, guys. So, that wraps up our podcast session with Fionn. That was awesome. I really like that. I don't know if it's going to be released or we're going to release this before the episode. I don't know. So, if you guys, I don't know when we're releasing this, when we're releasing that, but I think you guys will enjoy it if you haven't already seen it. It's really hilarious, very, very funny. So, see you guys probably at the airport next. So, follow me. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. You ever watch dub, bro? Only my South African audience will know. Yeah. Bye. Okay, so we're on our way to the boarding gate. It's gonna board now. Yeah, people don't get the whole point of vlogging. I wanna go in there next time. We need to start getting our UFC trips to Abu Dhabi and Dubai, man. So we just at least get on silver so we go in there. I think this week just went, I think if we did anything more, like I was saying yesterday's podcast, if I do anything more after last night, I think it would be too much. I think we did just enough. So yeah, it was an awesome week, successful week. Now we fly, hopefully we can sleep on the plane. I got a couple of cool things downloaded. Should we go? We've got some space. Can show people a little bit of side of the international terminal, which is not really much, but yeah, well, our line's are really long. There's some people from the last flight, that are also flying again. I don't know, I'm gonna wait till the end. I don't know about you, I'm waiting right to the end. I'm sitting right at the back. I'm not gonna stand in a queue until I'm just gonna go when it's like the last, because the people are gonna go into the bus. This happened last time. You go into the bus, and you gotta stand and wait on the bus. So first you gotta stand in line, and then you gotta stand and wait in the bus. Jeez, bro, how high does that thing look, eh? Yeah, and then you got to stand on the bus as well, and then the thing doesn't go until the last passenger arrives anyway. So why not just be the last passenger, and we all get to go to the plane at the same time? Am I starting to get old when I'm starting to think of things like this? Like, comment if I'm getting old or not, like thinking of this stuff. But seriously, I'm not.
No grace, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, no, but. Standing there and then standing on the bus, like what's the point? Anyway, I got the hookup for you, bro.
Okay.
There's no biltong in the lounge, but I got you some bowls. Mrs. Bowls. Those of you that don't know, it's Mrs. H Bowls. HS Bowls. Someone just went in the staff security toilet. I think we can do it as well. Mrs. HS Bowls chutney, that's the chutney over there.
Yeah.
I don't actually eat the chutney, I never have.
What?
I never have. I don't eat chutney. I'm not a fan of chutney. I just love the chutney flavored chips. I'm exposing myself. But yeah, that's for you, man.
Thanks, man.
Pleasure. But yeah, good week. Ready to sign off. We'll probably see you guys next in Windhoek or on the plane, or I'm not actually sure. We'll see you in the next little clip. Let's go.